Oh, shit. Good morning and welcome to Cathro Vision Day 2. It is practice day. You might be able to see in the background riders that are already heading down because I'm a little bit late as usual. And anyway, before we get to filming, got to say a massive thank you to today's video sponsor, which is Mudhugger. They are a couple of brothers based in England and they started their own company making mud guards, and then they expanded. They started making other products. They make some rad kit bags. They make some super like riding glasses, and they are riders themselves, really passionate about biking, passionate about making good products at reasonable prices. Oh, does that sound professional? That sounded good. That was a really good sales pitch. So if you're interested in any of those products, make sure you head down to their website at the link below and you get a little discount. For you. Discount code CATH10 is valid for 1 week only, and this is the last one of the year. So this is your last chance. If you want anything, make sure, hit the link, CATH10, buy some stuff. It'll be good. Right, now we got to film some biking. Let's go. Look easy.
Easy.
Easy, you do that. Ooh. Yeah! Yeah, chaos. Yo, watch out, Tina. We're in the shot here.
Watch out, you're in my shot.
No, you're in my shot. Looks like nothing. Yo, yo. You're not that skinny.
Call me fat.
Yeah.
It's a little bit slippery, but
yeah,
still good. There's just really only like 1 or 2 sections where the tires are kind of packing up, and then it's real slick. You can see on the bikes, like it's just
a
little soft out there.
Gaps running today?
We'll see.
We'll see.
They have, somebody hit them already, so just got to sack up and do it.
Yep. So we came down for our first practice on Thursday morning.
Ooh.
And last night there was some really heavy rain. I was editing the track walk video and we just heard it lashing down. Luckily it's not affected the track too badly from what we've seen so far. It's a bit of moisture on track, but there's enough traction that riders aren't just slipping and sliding all over the place. Top section's running really nice, but we came down to the big gap. Luckily they've stuck a few yellow pads in just in case you maybe don't clear it. But apparently that is not an issue, and unfortunately we've seen a few people over clear it and have some big crashes. Oh, he was thinking about it. Oh, shit.
Take your helmet off.
Hey dude, hey dude. Oh, hey, would you mind me checking you out first?
No, perfect.
It's good.
He's got a gosh.
Because of the high consequence of casing this jump, riders will sometimes go a little faster just to make sure they clear it, like CAMINO here. He's supposed to be landing about here, and obviously he's not going to be landing till somewhere over there. You can look at Martin. Martin Mays is there. He knows he's about to witness something horrendous. Oh my god, look how high up he still is. This is a serious case of excessive speed.
Oh wait, I got the initial part of it. Did you see that? Watch. As soon as he went ragdoll, I stopped.
Oh my god, dude. You broke your forks, man. Holy shit. Yeah, the crown is gone. I saw it on the ground over there.
Down
Look here.
Actually, I think I got a video.
So it was like, oh my god.
Hey, look, we fixed it.
Oh, duct tape should be good to go.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, man.
Where did he land, you know?
Right about where that bump is there.
No.
Yes.
Oh my god. I feel bad for you.
I thought I got a good spot until a couple of those happened.
Oh, good, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, now.
Here we go. Yeah, that was nice. Sketchy jump, but I reckon riders will get it all figured out. Just those first few have maybe been a little bit too keen on the beans. Yo! Yo!
Yes, Sam.
Oh, you're alive. I'm good.
So after track walk yesterday, some bits of the taping actually got changed. So the first jump, that used to have a line where you could just sneak down just off the edge of the lip, but now the pole's right down and you can cut like right across the edge of the takeoff. The other change that has happened is that the first major rock garden, there used to be 2, maybe 3 lines you could do down the right hand side, but they're gone. Nope, no more. And apparently what happened was the UCI did their course walk. They said these are the changes we want you to make to the taping, and then they didn't change the taping until midway through track walk. So that's why we saw the old course, not this new one. We'll keep an eye out, see if there's any other changes as we work our way down. Let's get a few shots of this rock garden now. That's where the track did used to go.
The inside line is gone.
It's gone. What's this?
This is a shirt for you, man.
Shit.
From the Sketch Collect itself for
Yo.
this weekend.
It's a big one. Look at the size of it.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
It's all yours, brother.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
Boy.
Slippery.
What's the drama here, Gaeta?
What's the drama? The drama is that the rocks there are so slippery,
Yeah.
really slippery and
Yeah.
sketchy. It's gonna get dry anyway.
Just wait here for maybe about an hour.
Just wait here like an hour and then we'll see.
Yeah.
And you all good, bro?
Dude.
You go.
Nah, you.
No, you.
Yeah.
You go.
Frick you then.
Come on, you're on Cathro Vision.
Your boy. Your boy. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm going so slow through it. I don't really want to go.
It's just those two rocks.
So sketchy.
So we're down here at the Shimano Make Your Mark Rock Garden, which is more of an ice rink than a rock garden, I'd say. There's so many like just slightly angled rocks, and there's this like damp, greasy dirt that's just sitting on top of all of them. So the issue everyone's having is you come into it and it's steep enough that you don't want to let go of your brakes. So riders are braking and just getting slipped all over the place. The worst one is the first main rock is super off camber. If you go too low on it, your tires will just wash out. Then if you go too high on it, then there's a risk of you catching the edge of the next rock, and it's just, yeah, it's super precise. It's only like a tire width line that works. So to get through this bit good, you have to let go of the brakes across that treacherous first rocky bit. But when you do that, you go faster, and in your head, you're thinking, if I go too fast and then make a mistake, I'm in big trouble. So your brain's like, no, I want to brake, I want to control that speed. But then when you brake, you slip. So yeah, you have to just commit. Eyes up, where are you going? Get off the brakes, let that bike run. Like Chaos did. Yeah, boy. Yo.
Came back together, but it definitely seems like
Yeah.
that were helping you were not as good at. Oh yeah, the 50-50. Ah! Get a red flag out there.
Shit.
Where from, Australia? You gotta be behind the tape.
Okay, if you're going to pull the glove off, I'll try to get it off. My fingers are crossed over.
It looks like it's just dislocated.
Can you just cut through there? That was so painful when I first did it. No, my fingers are crossed.
It will be worse for you when we have 10 guys like this.
Well, you're going to have to get out.
At least I can't feel it now.
It's so hard. It's like voluntarily like hurting yourself. You can do it. Just do it. Yeah. 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 Good lad. That looks better.
Can you do this?
What a boss.
What's the cross-country rider opinion here?
The XC lines, we'd probably just cancel the race.
Yeah.
There's too much carnage. Nah, it's so slick. And this bit's like quite flat, but you don't want to pump because you'll probably slide out. So you kind of just have to hold on, I think. To be honest.
Oh, it's flat. I'll have to Google Translate that.
We said we put our finger out of our eye.
How'd the ankle feel in that drop?
Yeah, that was so bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's the first time honestly I feel it that much.
Yeah. Dude, you went so far off of it.
Really?
Yeah, like Penny like backed off and like was like smooth. And just like,
Wow, that was like no.
Where'd you get that?
My bag. Want one?
Oh, healthy. Oh.
You got it, you got it.
No. Ooh. That was the B practice, and it was just as wild as we thought, maybe even a little bit wilder. So me and Tina are going to head up, get the video started, but we're going to come back out for the A practice, and we're only going to look at them in a couple of the line choices in the top section. But do not worry for yeah, don't worry, don't worry.
Just don't worry.
Just don't. We will be filming A practice in the lower rock gardens in the future videos, so Piggyback's inside the tape, and the race day video will be looking at line choice in those rocks. But for now, we're going to get up and out, get this video going.
Yeah, just wait for wax and then go.
We made our way down the track to the section we wanted to analyse. Check out how much drier the open sections were. These bits of the track were running perfectly in the afternoon. Yo!
I'm using my leg as an octopus. Oh shit.
Oh. That big sender from earlier was looking easy now riders had figured it out.
This turn's so shit. It's literally skid and turn.
What's wrong with the turn? It's a beautiful turn.
Look how icy it is. When you can see your reflection in the turn, it's not good.
Rico! How you doing?
I've done a mix of a few things. At that time there I ended up in the middle, I think, and didn't really get it right. I've seen the best I've seen so far is nice and wide, cut across these routes to kind of inside. But it seems a lot of people are fading. It's hard to stay tight over these routes, so.
Just after the massive gap in the open, we've got a few turns that leads into a section that's got high lines, inside lines, wide lines, middle ones. There's lots going on. There's 4 corners that link together and then put you onto like a long flat traverse. You want to get all of these perfect so you can carry that speed down into that next bit.
Hello.
Oh, he's watching. So what you do in one corner dictates what you do in the next, which dictates what you do in the next. So pretty much the lines all link together. Let's have a look at the options on each corner, figure out what's best, and then we'll compare. See who's fastest. So the line into this, everyone is doing the main wide line kind of just before you get to the 3 multi-lines just behind me. And then there's a fully outside, which hardly anyone's doing. There's a middle line that's got a good bit of support. It holds you, but it's really narrow to get into. That one right there. And then there's an inside one, but it's got, oh! Its tyre's only got about 4 PSI left in it. Dude! But then there is an inside line, but it's got some off-camber routes, but it does give you the best setup for the next inside. Hard to know what works. Let's go and look at the next turn. Second turn, 2 lines again. We got a fully inside where you got to like sneak in past the crash pad. You got to fold yourself in to get by the tree. And there's a wide line, and it's a long wide line. It's pretty much a flipping detour to get out to it, but you don't have to fold yourself past the tree. It's got good support and you can carry good speed. Tight, slow, fold past, wide, fast, rail round. Who knows? Let's see what happens in the next bit. Previous 2 corners filter into one single line, so they don't really affect the next turn. But down this next straight, there is a left line. There is a middle line, which no one's really doing because it's a bit mental. And there is a right line. And the left and right lead in 2 totally different corners at the bottom. The left is a big Schwalbe turn, bit of a detour to get to, but pretty much you do not need to brake around it. And then there is an inside, it's got a few routes, little compression, could be a little harder to stay off the brakes, but it's much shorter. Which one's going to carry more speed down the next straight? Let's watch a few riders blasting through before we compare. Ah! Dude, he was going to T-bone him there. First up, we have Tracy Hanna versus Veronica Widman. They both come into the section and Veronica slows up to go inside while Tracy carries the speed round the outside. Tracy gets into the tight right inside first, but Veronica has a better setup and should catch her. But Tracy holds her off down the next section. Now Tracy goes wide to the berm while Veronica goes inside. Veronica passes Tracy and wins by 0.29. Now I could only time to halfway along the next straight, so we're just going to have to take these results as interesting but not definitive. Now we have the two fastest girls, Maureen Cabarrou versus Anna Newkirk. At the start, Maureen goes inside while Anna goes middle. Maureen pulls ahead and has a solid lead round the next corner. They head into the next section with Maureen going wide and Anna sneaking down the inside. Will the same thing happen as last time? Yes! Anna takes this section by 0.08. Now, let's see some really different lines. Kate Edwards and Francisco Pardal. Like the last run, we have a middle line taker and an inside. Cade looks to be winning on the inside, but here goes Pardal as the fastest man on that next outside line. He carries insane speed round the corner and down that next straight. Can he use it to catch Cade? Doesn't look like it, but Pardal does go inside on that last turn to make up some time. He still finishes 0.46 behind Cade though. Now for a battle of the Gregs with Greg Williamson versus Greg Menard. Williamson attacks the inside like an absolute champ, pulling a bike length on Menard. You'll have to excuse the spectators blocking the view here as I'm one of them. Use your imagination as Williamson goes wide down the next straight and Menard goes inside, passes Williamson to take it by 0.19. So, according to my rudimentary calculations, the shortest route is the fastest. Success for science. That's going to do it for the first practice day here in Snowshoe. So the top section was looking really good and fast for the pros today, but we will get to that lower section down in the rocks over the next couple of days. Do not forget, if you're needing any Mudhugger products, discount code here, CATH10. This is the last discount code this year, so do not leave it too late. Valid for a week. Get on it. CATH10. We'll see you tomorrow.